I'm Dylan, I'm 18, I turned lazy people productive using tactical techniques and strategies that changed my life forever. I went from someone who spent over 5,000 hours playing Call of Duty and other such video games to someone who effortlessly and easily bruises through large amounts of his work for his business, education and personal development goals. Just 2 days ago, I had a laparoscopic surgery to remove my appendix. This keyhole surgery left me fatigued and I need to recover, but I want to recover productively. I didn't have an action plan in place, so being the productivity bro I am, I consulted ChatGPT, and this is the recommendation it gave me. I hope you enjoy this video. So the day starts the night before, where I gather my journal here, which you can actually purchase in the link in the description, and I plan the day the night before with the criteria that ChatGPT has just given me. Then I wake up, hydration, while taking 3 tablets that I'm prescribed as well. So the reason I believe it's got me to hydrate immediately as soon as I wake up is because number one, during sleep, you're very dehydrated, you sweat a lot generally, and then when you wake up, you're slightly dehydrated, and to probably get into productive work effectively and complete the task that is set me to do during the day, I need to be maximally hydrated for optimal productivity. It also knows I've just come out of hospital from a surgery, so it knows that I'm going to be dehydrated from that as well. It's trying to aid in recovery. So the details I gave it, I said my priorities are to complete product shipping, so immediately it's got me on to do the priority task, the MIT, the most important task of the day, and I got straight into it and banged it out as prescribed. However, I faced a wall. I'm in decently fast in recovery from this surgery, but I felt very tired. I sat down on the sofa and I couldn't move again, to be honest. And to help, I skipped one of the steps ChatGPT gave me. I didn't have any breakfast. I fasted for all the morning, mostly because my appetite was gone since the surgery and the antibiotics are completely frying my body. So I got outside and I got to grounding. See, grounding is an interesting thing that I've never considered to help with productivity or any kind of recovery in that case. But ChatGPT claims that grounding and something to do with the negative ions in the earth, replacing the ions in your body, something a little bit woo-woo in my opinion, supposedly gives a decent benefit. And when you get outside and it's cold and it's fresh and you're hearing the birds chirp and you feel your feet in the grass outside, to be honest, it was quite meditative. It was mindful, and it did put me into a better state to get into. So I think having it so near to the start of the day, having it so early in the day made it very beneficial. So I think ChatGPT's aligned that well. Kind of guessed I would be in a slump in the morning. I need that mindful reset to get into the next tasks it set me. It told me to record a video, in which I did just, and that video will be releasing soon, so subscribe if you want to see it. It made sure that I get a break and I move in between work. Number one, this is because the brain works in ultradian cycles of 90 minutes, so after that session, it's most optimally inclined to have a little break, get moving, get the body flowing, and not power through, because there's ultradian a limit on the brain's focus capacity on the prefrontal cortex, so you're essentially not going to have focus work, which is not productive after that 90-minute cycle. So a 20-minute break is inclined, and ChatGPT knows this, it's very intelligent, and it's set me this. Next, I record the second video, in which was the second part of this day planning video that I've now posted on my channel. For lunch, I had a lot of boiled eggs, some bread, some crackers, a lot of fiber it was telling me to have, and a good protein source it also prescribed me, along with copious amounts of tablets once again. My light learning was just binging YouTube self-improvement content, to be honest, while I was eating my lunch, and then it suggested I have a power nap or mindfulness, to which I did 10 minutes of NSDR, Yoga Nidra, to reset my brain and central nervous system, to engage in more work again and feel better rested. Next was content generation, which I like how ChatGPT's put it further into the day, because it's slightly more of a creative task and less analytical compared to the product work I was doing this morning. So the less analytical work requires slightly less of my prefrontal cortex and the other parts of my brain where I'm trying to engage in this focus. So having content generation as a creative outlet was quite a nice, refreshing part of the day, and it didn't require too much focused or stressed or intense focus work. So it was nice that it put it on the afternoon of the day. And then it said to revise. So revision was my second priority of the day, and it split it up into 2-hour blocks, which is reasonably optimal in terms of the brain's structure. So I did my first revision session using Quizlet and Quizlet AI, paid for the premium, and I essentially just crammed in a lot of revision in that 1 hour, specifically on subjects like ethics and philosophy and sociology for my A-level course. I had a short break, and then got into revision session number 2, another 60-minute bank where I focused on business. Reading, I'm reading a book at the moment called Thinking Big and Growing Rich by Napoleon Hill. 15 pages of that, and then I get into a light walk or movement. I just walked around my room, it was nothing crazy, but ChatGPT suggests that's optimal for recovery based on the sciences provided. Finally, gratitude journaling and task reviewing of the day. So I wanted to figure out what the most important task in ChatGPT's opinion was, and this is what this task reviewing segment was, and it based the priorities for my next day. Gratitude journaling. Where's my book? Fortunately, I have a daily gratitude journaling section in my product at the moment, so I have a large chunk down here to really reminisce on the things you're grateful for and put yourself into this mindset of productivity. You can potentially rewire your neuroplasticity, or your ability to take in information based on your subconscious perceived value of yourself via gratitude. I had dinner, and then it prescribed me red light therapy and relaxation. So red light therapy is this new studied process of recovery and the skin recovery around surgery wounds. So you apply a red light and supposedly it will help heal your wounds. It will make you progress faster in recovery. However, I didn't have a red light. The only red light I have is this one here. It's a ring light, but you need a specific frequency and wave for it to be effective. So I essentially skipped this. I went straight on to planning my day, and then anesthesia and sleep to continue. So that was it. ChatGPT planned my day for optimal productivity while recovering, and I think it did well. At the end of the day, I felt successful, I felt productive, and I recovered decently and didn't put myself under too much strain, which I think ChatGPT planned correctly. The added breaks, the specific lunch, the grounded techniques, and the immediate hydration upon waking really set the day up for success. And I'd recommend using ChatGPT if you're struggling to plan your days and understand what you need to complete. Maybe create a to-do list that you can fill out in my product link in the description. AI can help, and don't be afraid of it. Just use it to see. Once it gets to know you, once it gets to kind of figure out what your business model is, your endeavor, then it can make this specified advice towards you and apply it directly to your life. But of course, if you want this more interpersonal connection, if you need someone who knows how to become productive using tactical techniques and strategies, then the top link in the description will take you to a meeting page with me, where I can help you do just that. I'll turn you from lazy to productive using the strategies that have helped me and thousands of people around the world. I really want to help you help yourself. So if you're interested, the top link will take you there. I appreciate you.